Good Thursday evening, February 6th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. 2 Leavenworth men pleaded guilty yesterday in unrelated cases involving child pornography. Family Resource Home Care announced the acquisition of East Wenatchee Home Health Care Service Company, beneficial in home care. Snow in the forecast for Saturday with even colder temperatures expected next week. I'll have more coming up in your local weather forecast. Washington's Department of Children, Youth and Families has broad protection from a lawsuit over the death of an East Wenatchee toddler. That's the ruling today from the Washington Supreme Court. The High Court said in a 7-1 decision that the family of 2-year-old Rustin Atkerson would have to prove gross negligence in order to win a jury verdict against DCYF. Rustin died of a massive brain injury in 2017. Child Protective Service agents did not remove the boy from his mother's home in the 2 weeks before that injury, despite evidence he was being abused. 3 years ago, Chelan County Judge Kristen Ferreira cleared the way for Rustin's family to sue the agency under a much lower burden of proof. The Supreme Court ruling overturns that and gives DCYF a wide degree of immunity from liability in child welfare investigations. One member of the court, Justice Charles Johnson, dissented from his peers, saying the ruling would protect DCYF even when its actions cause severe harm to a child. One other justice was recused from the case. Grant County PUD General Manager and CEO Rich Wallen will depart from his role to rejoin his former employer, Georgia-based Oglethorpe Power. Wallen worked with Oglethorpe before joining the PUD in 2017 and will return to the Georgia company as its new Chief Operating Officer and Executive Vice President. Wallen will officially vacate his Grant County PUD position on March 31st. It's the second time Wallen has planned an exit from the Grant County PUD. He submitted his resignation last May to join the Chelan County PUD, only to withdraw from the plan 2 weeks later. Grant County PUD Commission President Terry Pyle said today the PUD is committed to developing a smooth transition plan as it seeks a replacement for Wallen. 2 Leavenworth men pleaded guilty yesterday in unrelated cases involving child pornography. In Chelan County Superior Court, 55-year-old Michael J. Ross pleaded guilty to 3 counts of dealing in sexually explicit images of a minor. Sheriff's detectives arrested Ross in February of 2023 at his home based on evidence that he'd uploaded child sexual abuse material to the internet. Ross was working at the time as a registered nurse at Cascade Medical Center in Leavenworth. He's been jailed ever since and now faces a possible 6-year prison term when he's sentenced in April. Another child porn suspect, Cayman Rain Matthews, 26 years old, was arrested in September of 2023. He admitted Tuesday to possessing 2 explicit images of children. He was initially accused of sharing the files across Snapchat. Matthews, who's been in the Chelan County Jail for 15 months, is likely to be sentenced to 3 years. When we come back, we will introduce you to 2 more candidates vying for the 2025 Apple Blossom Royal Court. And several North Central Washington library locations are scheduled to host Know Your Rights sessions over the next 2 months. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Hey, hon, would you run this around to the wash rack?
Oh, okay.
Hey, hon, what happened?
They shrunk the truck.
The all-new mid-size Canyon is now available at Sangster Motors.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Hi, I'm Amanda Walden with A. Walden Insurance Group. Medicare can be overwhelming, but you don't have to figure it out alone. I've been helping people understand their Medicare options for over a decade. Medicare isn't a one-size-fits-all. I'll help you understand your coverage options so you can feel confident in your decisions. Let's find the right Medicare plan for you. Call me today or come and see me at my office located on South Chelan Avenue in Wenatchee between the YMCA and the Social Security office. I look forward to meeting you soon.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
2 days and counting until the royalty selection pageant for the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. On Saturday, the Queen in Court will be chosen to preside over the 2025 event. NCWLIFE will be there to cover the event, which starts at 7 p.m. at the Numerica Performing Arts Center. Eric Grantstrom has been interviewing the top 10 finalists all this week. Tonight, he'll introduce you to Jenna Daly and Mia Tostado.
I'd like to be a role model, truthfully. I never in a million years thought I would be doing anything like this. So to show someone else that they can do it while scared is my whole thing.
What was the switch that flipped for you to you say, never would you ever do this, and here you are doing this?
It was that mandatory meeting. I walked in and I sat down and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. I might be afraid and it's gonna be really scary, but I'm just gonna do it.
So you coach swimming, but you coach like age, what, 10 and under?
Yes, 10 and under.
So what's the most challenging about that? I imagine there would be a lot.
Oh boy, I think getting them to listen, you know, they're really excited to be there and I love it, but sometimes it's just like, you guys need to calm down.
And how hard is that in that environment? Because it's cacophonous, right? I mean, the sound is bouncing everywhere, and they're in water or head underwater, that type of thing. So how do you get them to actually hear you?
You know, sometimes it's a lot of yelling. I try to be nice. Sometimes it just isn't possible while you're yelling, though. You're just like, you have to get your head above water. Honestly, I think that's what I say the most. Head above water, head above water. I mean, at least 3 kids are under the water while I'm trying to talk.
In this process, Apple Blossom, is there a part that you fear?
Oh, I mean, I think definitely, yeah, just being up on stage definitely can suck sometimes, but it's really exciting. I've heard a couple of the past top 10 people say, you know, you go up there and you black out, but you have so much fun, and I really feel that.
Okay, so the speech part, is it remembering the speech or is it just being up in front of all those people?
I think it really is a combination of the both. You know, you get up there, I remember walking up and going, okay, you have these few parts that you cannot miss. If you miss those, I'm gonna go backstage and like bang my head against a wall or something. So I think it's a combo of the two, and then you know everybody is there watching you and they wanna have you succeed. They wanna watch you do good. So that fear of like, okay, don't disappoint the audience, it's just, yeah, it's a lot.
I am a senior at Eastmont High School, and I also attend Wenatchee Valley College.
How is that, especially now, trying to juggle the college and high school and all of that?
Surprisingly, I've actually made it work. My schedule has really worked around the Apple Blossom schedule, and it's taught me how to manage my time a lot better. I get home and I actually get my work done. There's no distractions, and I enjoy every part of it. Why did you decide to run for Apple Blossom? I was actually a little iffy about running for Apple Blossom. I was honestly scared because I was like, this is just something that's really important to our valley. But my mother actually, she we had a conversation, and she made me realize this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And I was like, why not just go for it?
Had it been something you'd thought about for a while, or was it just something that came up that you got the paperwork and you went, maybe?
I had thought about it last year. I knew some of the girls, and I was like, I really want to try that next year. But again, I was just too scared to do it, but I ended up doing it, and here we are now.
So you are very prideful of the fact that you're first generation college student in your family?
I am, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And what does the rest of your family think about you being a college student? Oh, by the way, you're also a high school student.
Yeah.
What do they think about that?
They are super supportive they've just been super supportive this whole time. They can definitely see how hard it can be, especially on me emotionally, physically, but they never fail to be there for me. They always reassure me, especially during the hardest moments, which is something that has just made it so much easier for me.
Family Resource Home Care announced the acquisition of East Wenatchee home health care service company Beneficial In-Home Care. Family Resource is based in Liberty Lake. It's the largest Pacific Northwest-based independent home care agency with more than 35 locations across Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and Colorado. The company provides a large range of senior services such as housekeeping, dementia support, and respite care. Beneficial In-Home Care CEO Corey Ross said in a press release that the company was elated when Family Resource expressed interest in acquiring them, and that the move will open the door to providing even greater support for both clients and caregivers. Several North Central Washington library locations are scheduled to host Know Your Rights sessions over the next 2 months. The presentations are in collaboration with the Northwest Immigration Rights Project, a nonprofit focused on legal services and community education. The Peshastin Library will hold the first session on Saturday, February 22nd, followed by Royal City on Wednesday, February 26th, and the Quincy Public Library on Monday, March 3rd. The final 3 presentations will happen on Tuesday, March 11th in Cashmere, Wednesday, March 12th in Brewster, and Thursday, March 20th in Chelan. Each session will be held in Spanish, and attendees are encouraged to arrive early, with more information available on the NCW Library's website. Coming up next in tonight's feature story, we will introduce you to Charlemagne, a pet featured in tonight's Paws for Pets. And our cooler than normal weather continues into this weekend with even colder temperatures expected next week. I'll have your full local weather forecast coming up. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Remember when you could afford to have fun on 2 wheels without breaking the bank? Maybe you started on a Honda Z50 or a Trail 70 or one of the most popular Hondas of all time, the Trail 90. Well, Honda and Doghouse Motorsports are making fun affordable again. Introducing the Honda Monkey, the Dax, and the new updated Trail 125, all featuring fuel-injected 4-stroke engines with electric start. The best part of all, they are affordably priced under $5,000. Whether you're just getting started or you want to get back at it, Doghouse Motorsports has you covered.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. You can just
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
Ooh. You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
When getting the job done right is job one, you need construction equipment that's built right. With durable Kubota engines, more comfort, and the versatility to do it all. You need the Kubota construction lineup. Right now, write it off the lot and write it off your taxes for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months or save up to $4,000.
It's time now for every pet lover's feature story. Tonight's Paws for Pets features Charlemagne, a charming 1-year-old Shar-Pei mix. This pup's got a fun demeanor that is sure to steal your heart. Take a look.
Corley with Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, Animal Care Manager, and we have for you today Charlemagne. Charlemagne is our 1-year-old Shar-Pei mix, and he is just delightful. He came to us a few months ago now, far too long ago, as a stray. He was so sweet. Somebody found him and brought him into us, and yeah, nobody came for him. Since he's been here, he's been a volunteer favorite. I just grabbed him from a volunteer who didn't want to give him up from her walk. Yes, and he's learning so many things. He's so smart and he really wants to please. He's super affectionate. Yes, he just wants to be with you all the time. You're the good boy. We do know he can be a little selective with dog friends. So as always, we encourage people to bring their own dogs in if they have them to meet a dog they're interested in. With cats, of course, we don't know because he's a stray. He really likes his tennis ball. He becomes just a flailing leg puppy when he goes to jump after it. It's really cute. Yeah, he's just like a really unique, cool dog. He's beautiful. Yes, so super playful. Yeah, super affectionate. Yes, and yeah, he needs a home. Yes, you do. Charlemagne is still learning his commands, but he's really smart. He seems to be picking things up really fast, what we are showing him. And I think it was just, I think it wouldn't take him very long at all. Yes, you could learn lots of stuff. He's certainly eager to please. So if you'd like to come meet our Charlemagne, we are open 12:30 to 6, Thursday through Tuesday, or you can make an appointment online to come in on Wednesday.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope your Thursday was a good one. Yeah, I can get it out. As we take a look outside our weather window, boy, a cloudy day up in the upper elevations of Chelan County. A nice cloud cap over Lake Wenatchee. Yeah, the mountains are back there with that cloud cap over them, and maybe a few snow flurries could fall up that way overnight, but we should remain pretty much precipitation and snow free at least until we get to Saturday. One thing we won't be free of, and that's these unseasonably cool temperatures as we get you into this weekend. 31's our high, which is well below normal. Monday, 28. Our coldest weather, folks, is still to come as we get into next week. 9 degrees our overnight low Tuesday night into Wednesday, and we'll rebound all the way to 11 as we get you into the mid and later part of next week. So that cold air is coming, and I'll show you where it's coming from here coming up in a little bit. But today's high temperature, it was chilly. 13 degrees below where we should be for this time of year, unofficially at 26. 39 now our normal high temperature, 56 our record, and that was set back in 1967. This morning we were at 18, also well below our normal of 26. Our record cold, 0, and that was back in 2014. Sunrise this morning, 7:19, and the sun set at 5:11. All right, getting you into those Friday temperatures. Things will warm up, if you can call it that. We will call it a warm up because it's better than the 20s. 34 for Moses Lake and Ephrata, 33 your high temperature tomorrow in Quincy, 32 for Wenatchee, low 30s then for Eniat and Chelan, 30 for Leavenworth, and 31 the high temperature tomorrow in Kashmir. But remember, 39 is our normal high for this time of year. Tonight we expect mostly cloudy skies, and it's mainly from this area of low pressure that's spinning a lot of clouds into at least southern Washington. That'll move into north central Washington. Lows tonight on the chilly side into the mid-teens. For Friday, mostly sunny, and this is why we'll see that little warm-up. Notice our airflow will begin to come from the southwest. That will help us get into the low 30s tomorrow with mostly sunny skies, so really not a bad way to end our work week. And now for the upcoming weekend, cloudy skies. This little area of low pressure in south central Washington will spin some snow showers our direction, about a 40% chance of snow on Saturday. Saturday, but better in temperatures as we talked about, highs in the low 30s. Ending our weekend on Sunday, a little ridge of high pressure up and over the Pacific Northwest. That'll keep our skies relatively clear for Sunday, though it's going to remain on the chilly side again with highs in the low 30s. The very cold air east of the Continental Divide, so we're just missing that once again. For Monday, partly cloudy. This is where our colder weather pattern comes into play. We will drop down into the upper 20s for highs. We're talking below zero temperatures in Montana. So once again, we're just missing the very cold air. High clouds on Tuesday, cooler too, with highs only in the mid-20s as more of that colder Canadian air funnels into Washington State. And that will be our situation as we get to Wednesday too. Cloudy skies and maybe even a chance for snow. About a 30% chance here at home. We will see chilly conditions once again on Wednesday. We might not even see mid-20s for highs as we get into the end of our forecast. All right, your 7-day outlook, 16 overnight tonight, mostly sunny, 32 tomorrow. We will have about a 40% chance for snow on Saturday, 33 the high then. Back to the sunshine on Sunday and 32. Partly cloudy as we kick off our next work week on Monday. I believe that should be 30 degrees, and then the cool down really begins Tuesday into Wednesday. A mix of clouds and sun, a chance for snow Wednesday, but look at those temperatures, mid-20s for highs and single digits for overnight lows. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Grantstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Coming home should never be a chore. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee customize all your cleaning needs. Weekly, bi-weekly, special occasion. Do you have a vacation home that needs cleaning? We clean them too. Locally owned and operated, let Merry Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Merry Maids has special offers to fit your budget. Request your free cleaning estimate today. 509-663-1710.
Happy Thursday. It certainly was a raucous crowd last night in Manhattan, Kansas, as the TCU Horned Frogs battled Kansas State for the outright Big 12 lead. Haley Van Lith nor any of her teammates were able to figure out an answer for the Wildcats. Serena Sundell.
Shot clock at 10 for Kansas State. Trying to get Van Lith pinned down low. Sundell able to get the lob and score. Dangerous pass across the front row of the TCU defense, and a turnover by Kansas State. Van Lith. Fancy step and a finish. Driving a finish by Van Lith. Moppin hedging here on Connor. Robertson, who had a couple of threes early, will drive. Shot blocked by Moppin. She had a career-high 3 in the win against the Jayhawks. Sundell slipping through the lane, lays it in. One of the oldest teams in college basketball, average of age of over 22. Sundell, the nice turnaround jumper. A 6-point lead at the half for TCU. Again, it's Sundell, backing down a defender, scores, and one!
Looking for the no look, and another turnover going the other way for K-State.
Poindexter driving, scoring, and one! With a chance for TCU to pull with even or take the lead. Connor, a pull-up, hammers it. TCU is led by as many as 6. That was at the half. Eminopu to Prince, and she'll lay it in. Prince with 12. Isolates Sundell on the near side against Eminopu. Sundell backing her down again. No help. There's Sundell.
She was in the lineup a year ago for TCU. They were just so much better. But you add Haley Van Lith to the mix, way different.
Poindexter, a three-pointer. She has it now against Van Lith. A battle of all Big 12 guards. Sundell reverses up and in. 25 for the senior. 27 points for Serena Sundell tonight. 6 boards, 4 assists. And how about this group of Wildcats? All-American Ayoka Lee goes down. They have won 3 straight.
Sundell finished with 27 points. Haley had 11 points and 8 rebounds. On the schedule tonight for the ladies, Eastern Washington plays at Sacramento State at 6:30, while Gonzaga visits St. Mary's. Both those games, in fact, are available on ESPN+. The men's schedule finds Sacramento State at Eastern Washington at 6. Gonzaga hosts Loyola Marymount at 6. Washington State visits Oregon State. That's at 8 o'clock on ESPN2. Seattle Kraken are back at it in NHL play tonight. The Toronto Maple Leafs are in Seattle for the matchup at Climate Pledge Arena. The Kraken trying to bounce back from a couple of close losses to Calgary on Sunday, to Detroit on Tuesday. 7 o'clock game is available on ESPN Plus and Hulu. The Wenatchee Wild are now 1-3 on their Canadian road swing after a 5-2 loss at Brandon last night. The Wheat Kings got out to a big lead in the first period and never looked back, handing the Wild a loss.
He'll find Baumüller breaking back in, driving the middle to his right. Baumüller shoots, scores! Joby Baumüller with a changeup caught G asleep and beat him for the opening tally of the game. Breaking over the line with speed to his left on Tansom. Michaels to the far corner, sends it back out front. G makes the awkward save and covers up. Wheat Kings is there first. His pass finds Nolan Flaman. Flaman looks up ice and airmails it to center, trying to spring Marcus Wynn. Wynn's got to step up the right side, walks in and fires, scores! The airmail pass works perfectly, and Marcus Wynn's got 25. It's a new career high. Sends it back to the top. Manti off to Wynn at the left circle with room to walk in. Wynn shoots, save, rebound for Johnson, a try, save by G. Drive to the middle against a couple of Wild and find Wynn at the right circle. Wynn sends it on goal for Johnson, save by G. He's looking behind him, they score! Johnson got the tip. Nolan Flaman poked it home. The big guns roar to life for the Wheat Kings. They've got the last 2 goals. Michaels can't corral it as it's tipped to center by the Wild. They're looking up ice. Michaels is coming back as he dives. Cooper avoids him from the right circle. Cooper walks in, throws it across for a shot, scores. Spencer shorthanded, about as disastrous as a thing could happen on a power play. 5-minute major turns into a shorthanded goal against, just the 3rd this season against the Wheat Kings. Over the Wild blue line to the near side, Michaels feeds it through. Peter trying to drive the goal on his forehand, stopped by G. Turco leads the counter, fed through to Beinernord, trying to split the defense and walk in. He tied his man up. Baumüller follows up and shoots, scores! Have a night, Joby Baumüller! Wheat Kings lead 4-1. McMillan from the right circle sends it on goal, blocked. Rebound sits in the slot for Seitz. Bjarnason the save. Rebound pinballs around. Seitz is robbed again. Rebound sits underneath Belushko, and it looked like he covered it with his hand, and the referee caught him. Feed now to Seitz at the right circle. Back to Andreessen. Back to Seitz on the right side. He shoots. Bjarnason the save. It leaks behind him and in. Just as there was a second to go, and the penalty to Beinernord. 6-on-3 comes through for the Wenatchee Wild. How rare is it we even say the word 6-on-3? Picks it off, can't clear, and he gets a center for Klippenstein in the second try. Klippenstein pulls ahead, he'll shoot and score, and the Wheat Kings will go to a 5-2 lead as Carter Klippenstein gets back on the board. Bit of a scare in the second, but the Wheat Kings roared back in the third. Joby Baumüller with a pair, and the Wheat Kings take their first victory over the Wenatchee Winnipeg franchise since December of 2021 by a 5-2 count.
Brandon G was subjected to 35 shots on goal. Wenatchee will try to do a better job defensively tomorrow night when they visit Regina. Austin Drade has the call locally on 560 KPQ radio. There's only one match in the wrestling world tonight. That is the wrestling version of the Battle of the Basin. Ephrata is hosting Quincy in CWAC's regular season finale. That's at 7 o'clock. Playoffs begin tonight for a few basketball leagues in our region. In the Caribou Trail League tournament, Cascade hosts OMAC at 6 o'clock tonight. The winner will play at Chelan Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock. First round of the Central Washington 2B League tournament. Liberty Bell visits Lake Roosevelt, while Tenasket hosts Manson at 6. The regular season action, Moses Lake Christian visits Easton. The boys' schedule also includes league tournaments, including the CTL with Cascade visiting OMAC. The winner will play at Chelan Saturday afternoon at 3:45. Central Washington 2B tournament features Brewster at Liberty Bell, while Manson is hosting Tenasket. Wrapping up the regular season for the 1Bs, Cascade Christian Academy plays at Pateras. Well, the girls' state bowling tournament begins tomorrow in Tukwila. Eastmont, fresh off a District 5 championship, takes Jillian Castle, Daika Servine, Claire Collins, Haley Hopkins, Reese Kotzman, and Esme Ramos. Wenatchee, who fell just 3 pins short of Eastmont for the district tournament, features Elena Aguayo, Charlie Campbell, Romilly Hirsch, Sophia Johnson, Gabriela Martinez, Riley Scott, and Kaylee Womack. Best of luck to the Wildcats and Panthers. That state tournament begins tomorrow. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Thursday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at ncwlife.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.